Pledge of Allegiance, I'd like to ask Ms. Pierce if she'll lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Put your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, roll call will reflect that all board members except for Mr. Duran are present. Cabinet is present with the exception of Dr. Wood. We also have present with us our student board member, Madison Walston, representing Summit High School. And I'd like to ask Dr. May Volmar to introduce our student board member.
Very excited to have Madison with us this evening. We actually saw Madison earlier in the day at the Riverside County Office of Education, or Greater Coachella Valley, I guess, Student of the Month program, where she was one of the recipients and did such an amazing job sharing there in front of all the attendees. But very excited to have you with us, Madison. I'm just going to share a little bit about you with everyone. So Madison shared, when she talked about her highlights in Desert Sands, she talks about her teachers at Summit and how understanding that they are and how much they help her. Her hobbies and interests are in art and fashion, and her leadership experience at Summit she describes as working with a group of people that find ways to have fun and collaborate with other students across the school to include their ideas in activities. She also volunteers for her church for community service, and interesting things about Madison is she's lived not only in California but also in Philly, and she loves fashion and sports. So we're very happy to have you here. Congratulations on being a student board member. And if you want to meet me down in front, we'll do the oath of office. Okay.
Okay, approval of minutes. Is there a motion to approve the minutes of the regular meeting of September 17th, 2024? Is there a second?
Second, Pierce.
Any discussion? Hearing none, calls for the question. All those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries 4-0. Board meeting addenda. Dr. May Volmar, do we have any addenda?
No, not this evening.
Thank you. Approval of the agenda. Is there a motion to approve the agenda of the regular meeting of October 1st, 2024?
So moved, Alvarez.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, calls for the question. Preferential vote.
Aye.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries 4-0 with one preferential vote. Community and staff student recognition. Dr. May Volmar.
Yes, I'd like to call our public information officer, Tamara Watkins up, and she'll be presenting some recognition this evening. Let's go so fast.
Good evening, everyone, and members of the school board, cabinet, colleagues, and honored guests. It is with great pleasure tonight that we gather to recognize the remarkable achievement of 6 of our elementary schools. You heard it, 6. At Desert Sands, positive behavioral interventions and supports, or PBIS, remains a key focus as we continually work to strengthen school culture and climate, helping to improve both behavior and academic outcomes for our students. Now, the dedication and commitment of our schools to their students, families, and communities is a huge reason behind the success and excellence that we see throughout our district. And tonight we're here to celebrate some incredible achievements. The California PBIS Coalition has recognition systems in place that highlight schools that implement PBIS. That's my television background. I want to say KPBS. Sorry. And they do this with a national framework. Those 6 of our schools applied for recognition, and all 6 have been honored. And they have had to complete a detailed evidence-based application and undergo a site visitation to ensure that they're meeting the standards of PBIS. In addition to their names being displayed on the California PBIS Coalition website and being showcased in the upcoming 9th annual conference in Sacramento, tonight we want to take a moment to applaud their remarkable efforts right here at home. So I'd like to invite each principal of the 6 schools to come up and receive their certificates right now. 3 of our schools received the highest award of Platinum, recognizing their excellence across all tiers of PBIS. First, Amelia Earhart Elementary, led by Paul Kraft. And Benjamin Franklin Elementary, led by Brian Grass. And unfortunately, Kristen Schibler from Herbert Hoover Elementary, she's not able to join us this evening, but we do want to extend our heartfelt congratulations to her and, of course, the school, and we will be sure to present their certificate in December. Next, our Gold Award winners, Mark Baldwin, principal of Ronald Reagan Elementary. Congratulations. And Diane Tiarina, principal of Andrew Jackson Elementary. And finally, achieving silver tier recognition, Christy Joyner, principal of James Monroe Elementary. So congratulations to each of the 6 schools. To all of you, thank you for your hard work and your commitment to implementing PBIS. Congratulations on these outstanding achievements. You can take your seats, and we'll be hearing some remarks from the board and the superintendent, and then once that concludes, I'd love to gather everyone in the lobby for a quick photo opportunity. Thank you.
Introduction of newer recently promoted employees. Dr. May Vollmer.
I'll turn it over to Dr. Hyde.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Again, I'm very fortunate to be able to introduce a number of new employees. I'd like to ask Erin Cantor, a new educational psychiatrist, to come forward, please. So Erin Cantor earned her Bachelor of Science degree in Health Science from California State University at Stanislaus. Her Master of Arts degree in Educational Psychology and an Educational Specialist degree in School Psychology from Brandman University. Recently relocating from the Bay Area, Erin has extensive experience as a school psychologist, having served in the San Mateo Union High School District, Cabrillo Unified School District, and Campbell Unified School District. Erin has a rich background in education, having worked as a substitute teacher and as a paraeducator in a setting to support social emotional needs. Outside of work, Erin loves to spend time with her husband and 2 sons. She enjoys camping and hiking and is currently pursuing her passion for flying. Erin is excited to bring her skills and dedication to the DSUSD school community. Erin, welcome. Please introduce any guests you might have and say a few words.
Hello, thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm very, very excited to be here. My husband Ryan is here tonight supporting me. I really appreciate you being here. And I know I started a little bit later in the school year, so I'd like to give extra special thanks to Tamara Petty and Heidi Allen at the district office, Michelle Rowe, who's here tonight, our lead school psychologist, who's been really helpful, and also Gina Mann. They've all been really particularly helpful in onboarding. So yeah, I'm very excited to be here. Thank you.
Checking to see if Carmelita is here. Carmelita Coppins, our new mental health therapist. Carmelita, please step up to the dais and welcome. Just a little bit about Carmelita. We have something in common. She earned her dual Bachelor's of Arts degrees in psychology and sociology and her Master's of Arts in social work from the University of Southern California.
Right on.
Prior to coming to DSUSD, Carmelita served as a school-based mental health therapist in PSUSD for the last 6 years. Carmelita is extremely proud of her role as a core member of the team that helped develop the successful Wellness Center program at Desert Hot Springs High School, and I've seen that. It's pretty impressive. She would like to acknowledge her family, especially her son and daughter, friends, and colleagues for their support throughout her professional journey. Go Trojans and fight on.
Right on.
Carmelita, please, if you have any guests, introduce them and say just a few words.
I have my younger sister Elizabeth here. My children are at soccer practice, and that is more important. So I got to bring my little sister and be the big sister and make her come. I'm extremely excited to start the onboarding process in a few weeks and join the district that my children go to. So thank you.
Invite Rolando Maldonado III, a new psychologist intern. Rolando, please come up. So just a little bit about Rolando. He earned his Bachelor's of Arts degree in psychology from California State University at San Bernardino. His previous work as an addiction counselor has helped mold and shape his new career as a school psychologist. Rolando would like to acknowledge his mom, Blanca, DUSAP SAP counselor, and Dad, Rolando Jr., DSUSD Information Technology Specialist, for everything they have done to support him. Rolando, welcome. Please introduce anyone that may be here to support you and say a few words.
I came here with my girlfriend. She supported me through everything, and I just want to thank the cabinet and the board and all that. So I'm just excited to get started. Thank you.
I'd like to introduce Dr. Lisa McCall, the new Resolution and Compliance Officer for the district. Dr. McCall earned her Bachelor of Arts degree in Liberal Studies, Master of Arts degree in Educational Leadership, and a doctorate degree in Educational Leadership from San Diego State University. Dr. McCall has over 25 years of site principal experience, most recently serving as the principal at Dr. Carry-On Academy. Dr. McCall is a published author and experienced presenter at several educational conferences. She enjoys spending time outdoors in Oregon with her adult children, Christopher, Connor, and Taylor. Dr. McCall is very excited about the opportunity to join the Personnel Services team and to start the next phase of her career. Dr. McCall, welcome, and please introduce anyone that's here to support you and say a few words.
All of my family is not in the desert. They did not want to bear the heat, but I do want to acknowledge Julia Alberg Burbank is here with me. My right hand at Dr. Carry-On, carrying on the work for me. But I do want to really acknowledge to everyone in that personnel department, and I have to say it's kind of been drinking out of a fire hydrant the last couple of weeks, but I've had amazing support in the department, and I really am grateful for the opportunity to try on this new hat, very different than the work I've been doing, but am very excited for this next phase. So thank you very much.
psychologist intern, to step up to the dais, please. Bachelor of Arts degree in psychology and is in the process of completing her Master of Arts degree from UMass Global University. She states that her prior experiences as an IEP specialist have helped to prepare her for this new role. Marlene is a skilled cook and enjoys hiking. She is super excited to be part of the Desert Sands team. Marlene, welcome. Please introduce anyone that may be here and say a few words.
So I came along because I have a terrible twos daughter right now. But I'm excited to be a part of the team, and I'm looking forward to a crazy, busy season. Thank you.
Didn't make it.
Okay. Okay, board and superintendent comments. Ms. Walston?
Oh, thank you guys for coming. It's an honor to have you guys work at our district, and that's all I have to say. Thank you. Thank you.
Ms. Porras?
Okay, I just want to welcome Madison for being on the board. And do you have anybody in the audience you'd like to introduce?
Okay, so my grandma and my cousin right there, they came. They wasted their time. Yeah, they were supposed to go somewhere, but they came instead. So thank you guys for coming.
Yeah, I met your grandma at the Student of the Month today. So anyway, congratulations for Student of the Month. I went to that occasion this morning, and also I attended the Excellence in Equity that RCOE puts on, and that was really a wonderful 2 days in Palm Springs. Congratulations for the PBIS, all the schools that won those awards. That's pretty amazing. You guys are doing excellent work. I didn't even know that was something. I was thinking PBS anyway, so. But, so anyway, congratulations for that. And let's see. All right. Aaron, welcome, and welcome to the family. I can't, everybody, it's like I feel like I can't see anybody. There's like all these eyes out there. So anyway, welcome, and congratulations on your assignment. And Carmelita, wow, so congratulations, and I look forward to you joining our family and just being with your kids. I think it's great. You can be on the same schedule, right? That's like super important. So congratulations. And Rolando, psychologist intern, wherever you are. Anyway, congratulations. I'm happy that you're here. And Lisa, what a perfect position for you. I mean, I'm so excited that you have that position. I think you're going to be wonderful there. And Marlene, terrible twos, yeah, we all know about those. So, and they do grow out of them, but then they go into the terrible threes. But anyway, have a wonderful year and with your new assignments, and welcome to the Desert Sands family.
Certainly a testament to the leadership at the school site when we have 6 schools who are being recognized. You know, the work that Mr. Kraft's doing, Mr. Grass, Baldwin, Ms. Tejerina, Ms. Joyner, and especially we know how important our APs are, Ms. Hernandez. They are really carrying a lot of our efforts. So it starts at the top, and you guys are modeling that for everyone else. So we really appreciate those efforts that are taking place. So thank you. For the leadership that you're displaying. And, you know, also want to just say thank you to the individuals who are recognized tonight as new employees. It's certainly a calling, and it's certainly a difficult task that you're undertaking, but it's appreciated because you're going to make an impact in the respective fields that you're supporting in. So thank you for that. I wanted just to share out that there's a lot of thoughtful conversations that take place. I want to say thank you to our fellow board, our cabinet, because there's a lot that sometimes people aren't aware of. There's a lot of discussions, a lot of thoughtful conversations that occur, a lot of reflection, and we're not always at liberty to make public comments on it. But rest assured to the public that we are mindful of things going on, and we're mindful of what we want to accomplish. So know that we do have those conversations, and it means a lot to us to have a board that is reflective. And I'm honored to be working with each and every one of you guys. So thank you.
I'd like to welcome Madison and welcome her here to the board and congratulate her on her award this morning at the Student of the Month. Also, all 6 schools, I probably taught at 2 or 3 of them, but PBIS awards, I know how much work goes into it throughout the whole staff in order to get those different levels and to just create the climate and culture at your school that it can help influence. Welcome to all the new employees, Aaron, Carmelita, Rolando, Lisa, and Marlene, and I guess Duke next time. But I just want to welcome you all to, whether you've worked in this district before or coming in new, we appreciate what you're bringing. I need to tell Aaron that that's my alma mater. I got my clinical psychology degree at Stanislaus. Nobody ever hears of that school. Anyway, in Turlock, California. So, anyway, that's really cool to hear that. This past couple weeks, I was also at the 2-day Equity and Excellence in Equity Conference, very enlightening at Palm Springs, and with fellow board members, and also attended in my trustee area 3, the La Quinta State of the City. So that was very good. We had a great conversation. They updated us on all that's happening, not just that Silver Rock debacle, but other things that were going to happen in La Quinta, and so those are always good to hear from the leaderships of the city. And I signed up for Jennifer Dean, a teacher at Earhart, one of my former teacher friends. I signed up for one of her Edu protocols, and any of the teachers in the area or anybody could really sign up. She's now working under Seesaw too, which is a great program we use in elementary. So I signed up to say, like, oh gosh, if I was still teaching today, you know, what is this even about? Because she wrote a book with another teacher, and it was really interesting. So I got on there and saw how they could create really engaging lesson plans and change them in just easy ways for whatever standard they're doing. So that was kind of enlightening, my professional development for the week. I attended a volleyball game between La Quinta and Shadow Hills, and somebody said to me, are you allowed to take a side as a board member? I said, well, I do live in La Quinta, but, you know, La Quinta lost anyway, but it was a good game. And then today I also attended the RCOA Student of the Month, and it's really, really cool to see those kids get up there and tell their stories of things that they've overcome and all the things they're looking forward to achieving. So I really enjoyed that. So thank you.
Would like to congratulate all of our schools for your awards. I always want to recognize that I appreciate the administrators for coming out and being recognized, but today also the staff members that are here for your schools as well. So I appreciate you guys being here. We couldn't do it without you. I too attended the Equity Conference in Palm Springs, and I think it's important to note that a lot of our cabinet also attended, so we were all there together. I attended the Aztec football game for the Athlete Scholars Night a couple of Fridays ago. And then last, I just wanted to congratulate Miss Walston on her Student of the Month, and something that you and I both have in common is I too lived in Philadelphia for 10 years. That's where I went to college and grad school. So that's all I have. Dr. Mabel Moore.
Very cool. So yes, just a little bit of the same as everyone else, but definitely want to congratulate all of our new and recently promoted employees. Congratulations to each and every one of you, and to our schools. So proud of the work that you put in. It really, the award is great recognition, but it's really about the work that you do each and every day, and the work that you did to achieve that award. So thank you. I know it took the whole team. It's not one person doing all of that, and we appreciate that so much because of what it means for students. So thank you.
What? Oh, yeah, sure. Madison?
I forgot to mention something else. I want to thank my teacher and my two friends coming today. Thank you, Zion and Madison. Mr. Hollenbeck, thank you. And thank you, thank you, Miss Peterson and Dr. Ramirez as well. Thank you for coming.
Give everyone the opportunity to go and celebrate with your family and friends if you came for recognition. For the admin, please go outside for a picture, unless you're staying for the remainder of the meeting.
She's staying. Yeah, she just wanted to.
Public comments on open session items. Communications from the floor in accordance with the bylaws of the board number 9323. Time is reserved for oral communication by members of the Board of Education or by citizens. Citizens wishing to be heard on agenda items, regular or special meeting, and or non-agenda items within the subject matter jurisdiction of the board. Regular meetings only shall have a 3-minute limit. A total of 20 minutes will be reserved for public comment on each item. The board president, with the concurrence of the board, may extend this time if deemed appropriate due to the number of citizens who wish to speak on an item. In accordance with the law, the board cannot take action on any matter not appearing on the agenda, as indicated in the bylaws of the board number 9232.2. Individual speakers shall be allowed 3 minutes to address the board on each agenda, a regular or special meeting, or non-agenda regular meeting. The board shall limit the total time for public input on each item to 20 minutes. Please be advised that there's a possibility that some of the items discussed during public comment will not be developmentally appropriate for minors. We ask that parents use their discretion when choosing to remain in the boardroom during public comments. If you choose to leave the room, you may wait in the overflow location at the end of the hallway, and you will be notified when public comments have concluded. We have no online public comments tonight, and our first public comment is Lila Hawley.
Out of her head. Not the principal or the assistant principal called me to let me know anything. And he's got nerve enough to put his name on this bullying thing. And this is all that has been done to my kids since they have been schooled. Not only by students, but by teachers too. And he's one of them because he tried to bully and intimidate me at a parent-teacher conference, which it's a parent-teacher conference and not a principal conference. Go ahead and speak, Layla.
My name is Layla Keani Cairo Holly. I'm 10 years old in the 5th grade. I attend Abraham Lincoln Elementary School. Since kindergarten, I have been racially harassed, physically bullied, not only by students but by staff. My mom has contacted the district, met with Kelly Mae Vollmer on several occasions, only to be told me and my sister was lying. I just want everybody to know that my name is Layla Keani Cairo Holly and not nigga, black bitch, or black African monkey, and no, I don't pick cotton. I have been denied on equal opportunities, harassment, racist, bullying, free educational environment due to the treatment my sister and I received while attending Abraham Lincoln Elementary from students and staff. I have to move to another school so I can be safe while the 5 racist, bullying, harassing adults are still there to do it to other black children. They were successful in their mission statement, bullying us until we left.
Brenda Holly. Sierra Boyle.
Hi, I just wanted to speak about the bullying stuff that you guys have on the agenda for today. So it states the district does not discriminate against person on bias of gender, race, color, religion, national origin, immigration status, ethnic group, actual or perceived sexual orientation, marital or prenatal status, physical or mental disability. And then if you want to report bullying, it says bullying is serious behavior that has three key factors. All 3 must be present to be considered bullying. So power or imbalance. So one child is clearly has power over the other, which may be age, size, social status, or so on. Intentional harm, the purpose of the bullying behavior is to harm or hurt the other student and repeat it over time. So bullying that continues over and over and over again. So our black students being called the N-word over and over again fit each one of those criteria, especially if they're being called the N-word by white students, because that goes to social status. It's psychologically hurtful, so that checks off number 2. And then number 3, repeated over time. My daughter's been called the N-word countless times since 5th grade, been jumped while being called the N-word in 10th grade. So I want to know, when does this bullying policy come into effect? When it's one of your kids, or when it's a kid that looks like you, like I've asked time and time before? So then also, continued exposure to racial discrimination stress increases the risk of violence among African American young adults. And you wonder why these kids are reacting. The Supreme Court defines fighting words as words that are direct personal insult or invitation to exchange fights. So being called the N-word is triggering, but there's no hate speech policy in place to make sure that these kids that are being called the N-word have something in place to back them up. Like, if a white kid calls my black student the N-word, they should be in trouble, but they're not. It's just like, oh, let's get little Jimmy counseling. That's it. And among all the deplorable racial and ethnic slurs, no other racial or ethnic slur are so inflammatory that they have to be reduced to a single letter. So we call the N-word just the N-word because it's so bad, nobody wants to hear it. So we're going to hear it today. Malcolm X once famously asked, what do you call an educated Negro with a BA or an MA, with the MS or with the PhD? The answer, you call him a nigga, because that is what the white man calls him, a nigga. So this goes back years and years and years, and our students are having to hear this over and over and over and over again. I can't get out everything I want to say, but I want to say I appreciate the mindfulness and the thoughtful conversations that you state you have, but we need action on those thoughtful and mindful conversations. They're not helpful. Like I said, I've been reporting this since 5th grade, and that's 7 years. My daughter's now a senior. So they say doing the same thing over and over again is insanity. So I guess you can call me insane when it comes to expecting different results for my kids. That's all.
Was hospitalized her for days, and nothing was done about
Information, Indio High School students' participation in the Harvard Mock Trial Association of High School Seminar Program in Cambridge, Massachusetts from October 31st to November 4th, 2024, and Shadow Hills High School Boys Basketball Tournament in Chandler, Arizona from November 29th to 30th, 2024. Staff conference items, Dr. May Volmar.
Yes, we'll turn it over to Laura Fisher.
Thank you. Yes, October is National Bullying Prevention Month, and I'm excited to introduce our team that will be presenting what school sites across the district, elementary, middle, and high school, are doing this month and across the whole school year as far as preventing bullying. So Mr. Brian Boyd will start the presentation. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Brian Boyd, and I'm a member of the SAP team here in the district office. Thank you, board members, superintendent, and cabinet for your time and enthusiasm when we discuss the importance of bullying prevention here in DSUSD. Thank you, Craig Christensen, Jamie Gibb, Raina Gastelum, for volunteering your time to discuss the important and wonderful work that you do surrounding bullying prevention here tonight. October is the time of year that highlights a big part of psychoeducation our counselors are providing to our students. As a part of the SAP team, our goal is to provide support to students, families, and staff, struggling with social, emotional, and behavioral concerns, as well as providing resources for our amazing counselors so they can continue to support their students. Some resources we provide at SAP include training support, collaboration with school site behavioral health staff in the form of monthly counselor meetings, suicide prevention and postvention, individual and family support, group counseling support, crisis response team support, community collaboration and partnership, professional development. For more information about Student Assistance Program, we would like to invite you to visit our website frequently as we update with upcoming events and ways the counseling staff supports our students and families. To get started, I think it's important to discuss what bullying actually is. So bullying is an aggressive behavior that involves a real or perceived imbalance of power between the individuals with the intent to cause emotional or physical harm. Bullying can be physical, verbal, or social, relational, and may involve a single severe act or repetition or potential repetition of a deliberate act. Bullying includes, but is not limited to, any described in Ed Code 48900R. Examples of the types of conduct that may constitute bullying and are prohibited by the district include, but are not limited to, physical, verbal, social relational, cyber bullying. BP 5131.2, bullying, no individual or group shall, through physical, written, verbal, visual, or by other means, harass, sexually harass, threaten, intimidate, cyberbully, cause bodily injury to, or commit hate violence against any student or school personnel, or retaliate against them for filing a complaint or participating in the complaint resolution process. An important component in bullying prevention is utilizing means to reporting it. DSUSD has taken a strong stance in bullying prevention and intervention. Say Something Anonymous Reporting System is a new program in DSUSD designed to enhance the safety and well-being of our school community. Say Something empowers students to report concerns about their safety and the safety of others anonymously. The three goals of the Say Something Anonymous reporting systems are to teach students how to, 1, recognize warning signs and threats of someone who may be at risk of hurting themselves or others. 2, act immediately. When you see or hear something concerning, don't wait. Talk to a trusted adult, or reports can be made anonymously through the Say Something QR code, app, or dedicated hotline found in the back of student lanyards, Chromebooks, and posters, along with the school and district websites. 3 is grow as a community of upstanders who look out for one another. By fostering a culture of looking out for one another, we strengthen our community and create a safer environment for learning and growth. DSUSD has many ways in which we actively combat the issues of bullying. Our goal in this district is to create a safe, supported, and proactive approach with all of our students. Of the many means of maintaining a proactive approach to monitoring and eliminating bullying, DSUSD staff utilizes prevention and intervention techniques to decrease and eliminate bullying on campus. Fact, maintaining a positive relationship and open lines of communication on campus helps students feel supported and are more likely to report forms of bullying when they occur. Fact, students that experience bullying are at higher risk of self-injurious behaviors and even suicide. Fact, talking about suicide provides the opportunity to open up the line of communication and how a student is feeling about themselves and their place in this world. Talking about fears or stressors may decrease them. Allowing someone to talk about their feelings can help to decrease those feelings that they are experiencing. Saying, "Do you have thoughts of ending your life?" can start that conversation. It is important to be informed of resources and strategies to help someone that is feeling suicidal. I'd next like to introduce Mr. Craig Christensen of Lincoln Elementary.
Hi, I'm Mr. C., Principal, Lincoln Elementary. I want to say good evening and thank you for having us tonight. There are 3 components to creating a safe anti-bullying environment at Lincoln Elementary School: relationships, communication, and education. Our school vision is rooted in relationships. Each morning we open up 3 entry gates where staff greets students with fist bumps, high fives, and hugs. We're intentional about observing body language to identify students who may need emotional support. Plus, our cheerleaders are out weekly welcoming students and encouraging fellow students to participate in the positivity. All of our classrooms have this greeting poster inside. It's displayed so students have a preferred way of being welcomed each morning and when they return from electives and/or lunch. Our mascot, Lenny, comes out at least 2 times a week to meet and greet students and families. On many mornings, Lenny can be seen on the corner of Portola and Rutledge, showcasing positive and inspiring messages. Our fun and nurturing relationships are mirrored by our students' behaviors. Effective communication keeps us connected. We respond to emails promptly and are available to families before and after school during pickup and drop-off. Our weekly blog is the best source for important updates while providing access to the Say Something Anonymous, Non-Anonymous reporting system and our request for assistance forms. Isn't Lenny cute? We kick off each morning with morning announcements celebrating our pride traits: positivity, respect, integrity, determination, and empathy. It's a fun way to uplift our community while addressing any behaviors and/or bullying concerns that are brought up. We also incorporate town meetings to tackle specific grade level issues. We believe that education is essential in the prevention of bullying. Our amazing teachers are dedicated to creating a safe and supportive environment through targeted SEL and equity-based awareness lessons. Staff engage students in defining bullying and addressing bullying behaviors head-on. In addition, lessons on digital citizenship empower our students to recognize and combat cyberbullying. At Lincoln Elementary School, relationship building, open communication, and a strong focus on education are the building blocks of our anti-bullying culture. Together, we create a safe, supportive, and equitable environment for all. Now I'm excited to hand this over to Ms. Jamie Gibb from Desert Ridge Academy. Thank you.
Good evening, board members. As Mr. Christensen said, I'm Jamie Gibb. I'm one of the counselors at Desert Ridge Academy, and I just want to touch base on our mission statement. Desert Ridge Academy fosters high expectations in social, emotional, and academic development, which allows us to provide a rigorous 21st century learning environment. And DRA leads the way with accountability, integrity, and respect. Some of the means of communication that I want to point out where we do talk about our bullying policies is like parents' newsletters, school messenger, and the student and parent handbook. All of our policies are in there, as well as the DRA website and the DSUSD website. As far as school-wide events, we share that with our DRA Weekly and KDRA News, which I'll share with you on this next slide. So I'm just going to play a little bit of it. So we have a broadcast class as an elective, and this is the way we get student voice out there, and they actually get to present on stuff that we're going to be doing with the school. So let me share that. Do I just touch it over here? Oh, there we go. Just a couple minutes here. It might be hard to hear.
Welcome to KDRA News. This week we'll be talking about Suicide Awareness Week, and to talk about that we have a counseling team.
Today we're here with DRA counseling team.
Hi everyone, this is Lisa Ortega, and this week we are bringing awareness to suicide prevention week, a week that is dedicated to raising awareness of suicide and promoting literacy prevention. It's a time where we learn how to recognize when someone needs help and what we can do to support them. So what
they might have feelings of hopelessness or feel like they have no reason to live. Some people might experience extreme mood swings or engage in risky behaviors that might end up causing harm.
So that's just a little bit of it. I don't want to, it's 4 minutes. I don't want to take too much of the time. Let's see, go back. How do I go back, Brian? This one?
People might give away their things or their favorite possessions. Some people might
my
end up
goodness.
talking about feeling like they're a burden to the
Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so what I also like to share and point out in that video is an inclusive environment. If you saw the interpreter, the sign for our ASL, we do have deaf and hard of hearing on campus, and we're trying to be more inclusive and include them in all of our presentations, because those kids often feel left out. To the right, you'll see the DRA Start with Hello / Bullying Prevention Week. And the reason we combined it is we noticed that a lot of things we were doing the same, because Start with Hello is typically led by our leadership classes. And I met with our leadership team and we're like, we're doing a lot of the same things, let's combine it. So that was a lot of fun collaborating with them. So this is some of the things we do during lunchtime. So at lunch, it's the best way to reach everyone school-wide. Like I said, we collaborate with the leadership and our mental health therapist, our SAP counselor, and it's really amazing because everyone is coming together for the same purpose. So as you can see, the bottom tree is what we called our pledge tree, and it was pledged to stand up against bullying and to start with hello. This was last year's Suicide Prevention Week, and lunchtime activities help bring awareness to suicide prevention, how to spot warning signs, how to support and report, and it teaches empathy, self-esteem, and we do positive affirmation activities. If you could see on the bottom, that is Butters, our therapy dog, Miss Sue Ann Block's dog. The kids absolutely loved when she came last year, and we did positive affirmations with students. Basically, and then the Heart of Hope, like what would you tell a peer or a friend if you saw that they were struggling? This is this year's Suicide Prevention Week. We did the same Heart of Hope activity, and then on the right are positive affirmation flowers, and each flower has a different affirmation, and the option was to take it home or hang it up, and they said they would like to hang it up, and they said, can we put our name? I said, absolutely. So, and they're still up. They're like, what is that, the kids that missed it? So that was our weekly activities during the week. Oh, and I'm going to hand it off to Ms. Raina Gastelum from Shadow Hills High School. Thank you.
Hi, good evening. My name is Reina Gastelum. I am a counselor for SAP, Student Assistance Program, and I work at Shadow Hills and Desert Ridge as well. Today I'm here to talk about Shadow Hills and all the wonderful stuff we do for bullying prevention. At Shadow Hills, we work hard to establish and maintain an anti-bullying culture. It starts with communication, acknowledgement, and support. Greeting our students at the gate every morning and acknowledging their presence. Providing students with the proper support and resources when in need. Our school motto is Knights Do It Right. We pledge to show respect by valuing and appreciating others. We show integrity by choosing the right thoughts, words, and actions. We show greatness by doing our best and inspiring greatness in others. We honor by acting with integrity, and we show teamwork by working together to create a positive and safe learning environment for all. When students demonstrate these qualities and behaviors, they are recognized and rewarded. Such rewards include Dungeon Dollars and Student of the Month awards. At Shadow, we take bullying very seriously and work hard to bring awareness to such sensitive topic. Some events and activities put together by staff and students are the Sandy Hook Project, where our students participate in signing the pledge the Sandy Hook Pledge during lunch. We do start with Hello Week, a week where students show unity by wearing certain colors or themes. We have Club Rush, an opportunity for students to come out and learn about the different clubs available to join. And we have Digital Citizenship Week, where teachers provide classroom lessons on digital well-being, positive relationships, friendships, and boundaries. At Shadow, we tried to promote an anti-bullying environment while sharing opportunities to practice self-care year-round. Wellness Wednesdays is an event that takes place one Wednesday a month with the purpose of opening a safe space for all students, creating peer connections, promoting self-care, a sense of belonging, and awareness of mental health. Students have the opportunity to participate in activities such as yoga, watercolor and pottery painting, positive affirmations, and board games. Also, students create calming bracelets, lava lamps, and stress balls. Many students participate and look forward to each activity every month. This concludes our presentation. I will turn the mic over to Mr. Boyd for any questions. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your attention and your attendance this evening. I hope that Desert Sands makes you proud with the way in which we prevent bullying in our district. So thank you so much. Any questions?
Thank you for coming. I don't have any questions at the moment, but thank you for coming. Thank you.
I don't have any questions, but thank you for the presentation.
No specific questions, just, this type of work is an ongoing work, and we really appreciate the efforts that each one of you give. It's never ending. And we appreciate all the sites who are continually looking to do this work. Without you guys being our voices, being our individuals who help individual students, help the families through the process, it's critical. And it's critical to our mission. So we thank you for what you are doing.
Thanks for the presentation to show us a sampling of what is done in the district. And I too want to say that, yeah, it's an ongoing thing. We can always work to do better and encourage the students to do better, no matter what they see happening in the world or on social media, but to really be true to themselves and be good people. So hopefully with all of our help and modeling that can take place. Thank you.
I kind of echo the same sentiments. Thank you for your presentation. One thing I really appreciate is that digital citizenship awareness, because I think that's something that sometimes parents are busy and they don't talk to the kids about how critical things that you can say on social media, how it can impact you and others. So I think that's really important, and I hope all of our schools are doing that. I also have to say, I can say firsthand that I know that Mr. C is out there every morning because I drive down Magnesia Falls and I look over at both of the gates and I see the kids excited to be there, because at both of the gates you have administrators or teachers there welcoming the kids, and our kids can't learn if they're not welcome there. So I appreciate what you're doing there, and I see it firsthand every morning. Thank you. You guys are good.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Public hearing, there are none. General functions, business services. We have 2 items in general functions, business services. Is there a motion to take these as a group or individually?
So moved. Take them as a group.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, calls for the question. Preferential vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries 4-0 with one preferential vote. General Functions Educational Services, there are none. General Functions Personnel Services, there is one item in General Functions Personnel Services. Since this is a personnel, we won't have our student board member voting. Is there a motion?
So moved, Alvarez.
Second, Pierce.
Any discussion? Hearing none, calls for the question. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries 4-0. General Function Student Support Services, we have none. General Function Superintendent, we have none. Consent Items Student Matters, we have none. Consent Items Business Services, there are 15 items in Consent Items Business Services. Is there a motion to take these as a group or individually?
Motion to take them as a group.
Is there a second? Any discussion? Hearing none, calls for the question. Preferential vote.
Aye.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries 4-0 with one preferential vote. Consent Items Educational Services, there are 20 items in Consent Items Educational Services. Is there a motion to take these as a group or individually?
I'll take these as a group.
Is there a second?
Second, Porras.
Any discussion? Hearing none, calls for the question. Preferential vote.
Aye.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries 4-0 with one preferential vote. Consent Items Personnel Services, there are none. Consent Items Student Support Services, there are 3 items in Consent Items Student Support Services. Is there a motion to take these as a group or individually?
I'll take these as a group.
Is there a second?
Second, Porras.
Any discussion? Hearing none, calls for the question. Preferential vote.
Aye.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries 4-0 with one preferential vote. Consent Items Superintendent, there are none. Personnel Action Certificated. Dr. Hyde, do you have any retirements?
Good evening. I am excited to announce one retirement in our certificated ranks. Kurt Brettfuss from Palm Desert High School is retiring after 2 years of service to the district.
There a motion?
Motion, Linda Porras.
Is there a second?
So moved, Alvarez.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries 4-0. Personnel Actions Classified. Dr. Hyde, we have none. Is there a motion?
So moved, Porras.
Is there a second?
Second, Pierce.
Any discussion? Hearing none, calls for the question. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries 4-0. Call out of closed session items. Dr. May Fulmer.
Yeah, we will have some call out of closed session items, but the board is not done yet. So once you're finished, we'll reconvene to closed session and then come back out and make those announcements.
Suggestions for future agenda items that receive at least 3 votes. Ms. Walston?
I have nothing to say right now. Sorry.
Ms. Porras?
I have nothing, thank you.
Mr. Alvarez?
None at this time.
Ms. Pierce?
None at this time.
And I have nothing. Our next regularly scheduled meeting of Board of Education will be October 15th, 2024 in the District Education Boardroom, 47950 Dune Palms Road, La Quinta, California. We will now be reconvening to closed session. Okay, call out of closed session items. Dr. May Volmar.
Yes, we have 3 this evening. First of all, on expulsion case number 23-24-35, on a motion made by trustee Dr. Watson, seconded by trustee Porras, the motion carried 4-0 on the remand. The board took action to amend the expulsion with revised conditions and findings. And on closed session tonight for General Release and Settlement Agreement SSS number 02/2023-2024, on a motion made by trustee Porras, seconded by trustee Pierce, the motion carried 4-0. General Release and Settlement Agreement SSS number 03/2023-2024, on a motion made by trustee Alvarez, seconded by trustee Pierce, the motion carried 4-0, with the board accepting both of the recommendations for the General Release and Settlement Agreements.
Thank you. This meeting is adjourned at 8:46 p.m.